What is happening? We're back with the biggest stories hitting the world of combat sports and beyond. Conor McGregor is demanding an insane payday for a potential White House fight. Plus, we're diving deep into the shocking claims surrounding a potential UFC event on the White House lawn. You don't want to miss this. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a moment. Conor McGregor wants $100 million and 100 golden visas for a White House fight. This is the demand that has the combat sports world buzzing. Conor McGregor, the biggest draw in UFC history, is reportedly seeking an astronomical $100 million purse, plus a staggering 100 US golden visas for himself, his family, and his friends, in exchange for participating in a potential UFC event at the White House next year. This event, slated to celebrate America's 250th anniversary, is being planned by UFC President Dana White, who has expressed enthusiasm about the concept. McGregor, who hasn't fought since his devastating leg break in 2021 against Dustin Poirier, has been vocal about his desire to be part of this historic card, even going so far as to call it his masterpiece to be painted. If this demand is met, it would shatter all previous fighter pay records, dwarfing even Brock Lesnar's $8 million purse. The inclusion of 100 golden visas also adds another layer of complexity, as these visas are reportedly worth $1 million each, potentially bringing the total value of McGregor's request to an astounding $200 million. Fans are divided, with some calling it typical McGregor bravado and others speculating on the UFC's willingness to meet such demands. Analysts are questioning the feasibility of both the financial and visa requests, given current UFC business models and US immigration policies. But is this the craziest demand McGregor has ever made? We've got more on the fighter's mindset and what this means for the UFC's ambitious White House plans. The champ returns. Conor McGregor's bold declaration signals a potential comeback, but at what price? Conor McGregor is making waves again, not just with talk of a return to the octagon, but with an audacious price tag for a potential UFC event at the White House. Following his last fight in 2021, where he suffered a severe leg injury, McGregor has been relatively quiet in terms of in-cage action, though certainly not in terms of making headlines. Now, he's stating his terms for the highly anticipated America 250 event, a colossal $100 million purse and 100 US golden visas for his entourage. He describes his potential performance as a masterpiece to be painted, fueled by pent-up aggression and promising rockets of power. This demand comes at a time when the UFC is reportedly trying to keep fighter pay down, making McGregor's request particularly eye-opening, especially when compared to the reported $30 million deal for Jon Jones. While McGregor has a history of generating massive pay-per-view numbers, the sheer scale of this demand has raised eyebrows across the sports and business communities. Social media is ablaze with discussions about whether McGregor is setting himself up for another comeback announcement or if this is a genuine negotiation tactic. Many are pointing to his past statements and the UFC's financial strategies as reasons for skepticism. Could this be the most lucrative fight in combat sports history? We're breaking down the numbers and the implications, but first, let's talk about the other major player eyeing a historic UFC event. Conor McGregor's jaw-dropping $100 million and golden visa promise tied to Donald Trump's White House fight plan. This is the headline that has everyone talking as Conor McGregor sets his sights on a monumental return to the UFC, potentially at a historic event hosted at the White House. The Irish superstar is reportedly demanding a staggering $100 million payday, coupled with an unprecedented request for 100 US golden visas for his inner circle. This demand is tied to the UFC's ambitious plan to host a fight card on the White House lawn as part of America's 250th anniversary celebrations. McGregor, who has been sidelined since his 2021 fight against Dustin Poirier due to a severe leg injury, has expressed his eagerness to compete on this unique stage, describing it as a moment where he'll paint his masterpiece. The financial aspect of his demand alone would shatter all existing records for fighter purses in the UFC, and the addition of the golden visas, each reportedly valued at $1 million, further amplifies the scale of his request. UFC President Dana White has confirmed the White House event is moving forward, with logistics being discussed, and has noted President Trump's positive reception to the proposal. Fans and analysts alike are dissecting the feasibility of McGregor's demands, weighing his star power against the financial realities of the UFC and the complexities of immigration policy. The narrative is building around whether this is a genuine negotiation or a classic McGregor publicity stunt. Will McGregor get his wish, or is this just another chapter in his legendary hype game? Stick around, because we've got the full breakdown and what it means for the future of UFC. Conor McGregor demands $100 M to star at event Donald Trump is desperate to host. Get ready for the fight of the century, or at least, the biggest demand in UFC history. Conor McGregor has thrown down the gauntlet, setting his price for a potential comeback at next year's historic White House UFC event at a mind-boggling $100 million, plus a demand for 100 US golden visas. This event, planned to celebrate America's 250th anniversary on the South Lawn of the White House, is a passion project for President Donald Trump, and UFC President Dana White is aiming to assemble a star-studded lineup. For McGregor, this would mark his return to the octagon after nearly 5 years, his last bout being the fateful UFC 264 clash with Dustin Poirier, where he suffered a brutal leg break. He's been back in training, preparing for his comeback, and has expressed his aggression and readiness to perform, calling it his masterpiece. His demands are not just financial. The 100 golden visas add a unique twist, potentially costing $1 million each, making his total ask an astronomical figure. McGregor's connection with President Trump, including a previous meeting in the Oval Office, adds another intriguing layer to this unfolding saga. The combat sports community is buzzing, with debates raging about whether McGregor's demands are realistic or just another tactic to build hype. Many are watching closely to see if the UFC and the Trump administration can meet these unprecedented terms. Can this historic event actually happen with these demands? We've got all the details, but first, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more. And that's a wrap on today's explosive news. Conor McGregor is demanding $100 million and 100 golden visas for a potential White House UFC event, sparking massive debate. Don't miss out on any future fight news. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and join the conversation in the comments below. Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes action and more. We'll see you in the next one.